Konnichi the fuck wa, mind speakers. Welcome to another episode of Think Tank, where I talk about whatever comes to my mind because that's just how my fucking brain works. Ready, let's go. So Tomi Lahren got fired from The Blaze, which a lot of people are happy about, a lot of people are upset about. Two things. One, if you're happy about Tomi Lahren being fired, shut the fuck up. The damage has been done with this girl simply because y'all wouldn't shut up about her in the first place. She's been trolling y'all forever, been saying the most ridiculous things whether she believes them or not. The people who believe in what Tomi Lahren is saying were not big enough to make her this phenomenon that she is. The people who hate her hate watched her and shared her shit, and now everybody knows who she is and everybody knows what the fuck she's doing. The reason why she got fired is because she was on The View in the first place. The View, I said, when Tomi Lahren ends up as a co-host on The View, nobody better say shit to me. Simply because that's what she's made for. Because it's just like, it fits like a glove. So she's on The View and then she says that she supports abortion, and then The Blaze disconnects from her because those aren't traditional Republican values. Like, okay, she supports abortion. Wanna know why she supports abortion? Because she's a woman. And any woman with sense would say, you know what? I actually don't want the government to tell me what to do with my uterus or vagina or anything that's to do with my body. Which brings me to my second thing. Anybody who's praising Tomi Lahren for saying she's pro-abortion and is now saying,
oh well, it's a feminist issue,
you, sir or ma'am, can join Tomi Lahren in the ceremonial chomping on of dicks. Tomi Lahren is the epitome of white feminism. If Tomi Lahren was about black feminism too, she wouldn't have had a problem with anything Beyonce. But of course she went on her show and guess what? Had a problem with everything Beyonce. She deserves no praise. She's racist, she's anti-black, and she got what she deserves. And this isn't the last you could have seen of her because now you've created her. But you know what? If you're happy about her being fired, this is a win. If you're not happy, don't worry. Your girl's not going anywhere. We'll have to hate her for a very fucking long time. Big Guy Twitter was trending on Twitter last week. The whole point of Big Guy Twitter was about taller, overweight men who were definitely misrepresented in media and underrepresented in general because male body positivity really isn't a thing. It was a place for men that are larger in both ways to go and be celebrated, right? But no. All the D1 athletes, all the niggas who are over 6 foot and still weigh 180, anybody who was a smidge less black and gets all the likes on Twitter and Instagram anyway, they went out and they had to take the fucking thing over. Can y'all let people who are supposed to have something just have it? Like, just have it. The only reason why y'all had a problem with Big Guy Twitter trending and y'all tried to join it and take it over is because y'all saw the caliber of girl that was coming through saying, oh, who's he? Oh, wait, what? Oh, y'all didn't like that, so y'all had to come in and take it over. Let big boys have their shine, because quietly we've been getting it anyway. I mean, the only reason why y'all wanted to come in and take it over is because the girls were fine. The point is, let the big boys have their shine. Male body positivity is important because bigger men are not necessarily seen as treasure all the time, and bigger men don't speak up about saying, hey, we want to be seen as sexy too, we want to be seen as cute too. We big guys don't do that, so that was something positive that was started by a bigger guy. I wanted to say, you know what, all the big guys over 6'4", that may not be under 200 pounds, that may not be 100% pure pieces of solid muscle, you're great too, you're hot too, you're beautiful too, and that was the whole point of it. Brianna Hellman Talbot is an 18-year-old girl who lives in Texas who decided to say that she was raped and abducted by 3 black males and was completely lying. She was completely lying, like it never happened. And this is a story that happens over and over and the fuck over and over again because whenever someone wants attention, whenever someone is doing something wrong themselves and doesn't want to get caught for it, whenever someone is pulling a hoax like this one, they automatically say, oh, it was a black guy that did it. It was 3 black guys. I don't know what their faces look like. They were black guys. And that leads police to go out and find the nearest black men who may have been bystanders, black men who may have been active members of the community, black men who were doing absolutely nothing wrong, and they guess what they do? They lock them up, they charge them, and they throw them underneath the fucking jail because someone wanted to lie until they're proven otherwise. And that is a big fucking problem that happens and has been happening forever, and she just tried to pull this stunt again. And yes, she happened to get caught this time, but my biggest problem is the fact that what if she didn't get caught? What if she was a better liar? What would you have done? Would you have gone over the neighbor's house if he was one of the black guys and started interrogating him and his family? Maybe so. There needs to be a larger consequence for women who decide to lie to law enforcement and say that things have happened to them that haven't happened to them, because guys' lives are ruined by those allegations. And yes, I do know that statistically these numbers are very low of people who do lie about certain things when it comes to rape and assault. And I'm not saying that most women are liars, because I do believe that most women don't even speak up for that reason, but there needs to be a larger consequence for women that do. She was charged with a Class B misdemeanor for lying to law enforcement and false reporting or whatever the fuck. No, she needs to get put into the jail for the same amount of times that you would have put somebody in the jail for doing the crime, because a lesson needs to be sent. You cannot decide to ruin lives, and specifically ruin black lives, because you know that black means guilty off rip. You cannot decide that you want to take somebody else's life and just completely ruin it, because that could have been me. That could have been anyone who could have been surrounding that Texas area. There are innocent black men all over the planet who are at risk to one woman deciding that she's just gonna lie and say that, oh, black guys did it. That has happened more than once, and I'm sick and tired of hearing it. They need to have a consequence for women who decide to do shit like that, because that is absolutely morally corrupt and disgusting and wrong, and black men don't deserve that. Black women don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. But for some reason, it seems to be okay. If she was a better liar, I bet you somebody would be in jail right now. So Iggy Azalea released her new single last week called Mo Bounce. Listen, I'm well documented on saying that Iggy Azalea should have never started messing with her face because now she looks like beautiful Squidward. I've definitely said that. She looks like a gallon of Poland Spring in the face. That's just the truth. I've also been documented in saying that if you're looking to Iggy Azalea for lyrics, get her the fuck on out of here. She's trash. It's not rap. I'm not having it. However, Mo Bounce is good. I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Like, you could roast me. I don't give a fuck. Mo Bounce is a good song because it's ghetto and it's dedicated to the art of throwing ass. It's a twerk song. That's all it's about. It's got funk. She ain't really saying nothing. If she is, I have no idea. I've never looked at Iggy Azalea for lyrics, but all I'm gonna say is this: if you're in the club or if you're turning up with your friends and Mo Bounce comes on and the girls start twerking, you're not gonna be mad and I'm not gonna be mad and you ain't gonna be mad when if you are one of the girls twerking. It's hot. Like, it's just is what it is. It's not music for substance. It's music for a party and I'm not mad at it. Good job, Iggy. That's your first hit to me since Fancy. I fuck with it. I just realized that Reddit is called Reddit because when you read it, that means you read it. So Stan Wars has been a thing that's been going on simply since the beginning of Stan culture, which is probably, I would say the beginning of Stan Wars is beginning of social media. And I know there were Stan Wars in like the 80s because everybody had their fave, but Stan Wars has definitely started because of social media, because now I can beef with someone through my phone with someone who's in Taiwan over why Beyonce is better than Rihanna if I felt like it. It's just a completely new opening of the world in communication, right? But here's the thing. No matter who you pledge, if you pledge Beyonce, you pledge Nicki, you pledge Iggy, you pledge Taylor, whoever you pledge, you need to be honest with your fave about what's going on, and you need to be honest with them directly. Because I know most of you guys want to blow smoke up your fave's ass just because maybe you want to be followed, maybe you want to be loved, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't want to be dragged by your fellow stans. I don't know why half of y'all do that. Here's the thing: if you're not honest with your fave, if they're fucking up, you're doing them a disservice, because then other people are gonna find out, and that's when we drag them. When Beyonce wore those bangs, when Rihanna sings like a Billy Goat, when Nicki Minaj sings full ballads like Grand Piano, when Chris Brown Kamehameha's Women in the Chin, when Mariah Carey's done anything since 2008, when Ashanti, well, she doesn't do anything, but here's the point. You need to be able to tell your fave when they're fucking up. And you need to be able to be honest, because if you really love somebody, you're just gonna be honest with them. Like, say, hey, Nicki, no more full ballads, sis. That's not what we want. Hey, Beyonce, I understand the bangs for a photo shoot, but for 2 weeks, no thanks. You just have to tell them. And if you don't tell them, they won't know any better. And then when they don't know any better, you're forced to defend their bullshit because you don't want anybody coming for your fave. And I completely understand that. But one thing that I won't be doing is defending shit that I know is horse shit. I'm not defending it. So no matter who you're here for, just let them know because you love them. So DJ Envy is from Power 105.1. He's on the Breakfast Club with Angela Yee and Charlamagne in the morning. I follow him on Instagram and it was his birthday this week. And I saw that his wife had organized a surprise skydiving trip for him with all of his family and friends sitting there watching now. Surprise skydiving trip. I'm just gonna put that out here right now. I like surprises, but surprise skydiving, if you've already paid for it and you can't get a refund, you're going skydiving. Because one motherfucking thing I'm not doing is jumping out of a goddamn plane to my maybe death with a white guy named Spencer on my back who just lives for the thrill, who's like, come on bro, we're just gonna feel it. Fuck that. But Envy went along with it and he decided to chronicle the whole thing on Instagram, which, let's just say I was just overall triggered. Because first of all, to go skydiving, you have to get on a plane. Anybody who knows me knows I don't fuck with planes. Why? 2 reasons I don't fuck with planes. One, the thought of a plane crash. Aaliyah and 9/11 happened within a month of each other. As a child, I was very triggered. I'm not fucking with that. And also, every time I'm on a plane, there's no leg room and I have to put one leg out in the aisle, and I've tripped men, women, children, flight attendants with alcohol, ginger ale. I've tripped everybody because my foot has to be in the aisle, because I'm too tall to be on a fucking plane, because planes like to minimize the amount of space you get so that way they can maximize their profits and the amount of people they can fit on this goddamn plane. So not only do you get on the plane, then the plane has no doors on the inside, so you're just sitting here strapped in and you're just supposed to look over the edge and jump, like actually just go whee, like no, absolutely not. And what if the parachute doesn't open? Shit, what if it does? I don't care. I'm just not doing it. Like, I'm pretty sure I would just have a pulmonary embolism in the fucking sky. Like, my heart would just, I would just die. Like, since you're close to heaven, I think I would just go. Like, my soul would just stay up there. Like, I would never do that shit. And I'm just gonna say, as a black person, you know when I get my adrenaline? When I ride by a cop and I'm doing nothing wrong. That's where I get my adrenaline rush. That's where I'm like, whew, he didn't pull me over. I survived passing a cop. That's where I get my adrenaline rush from. I don't need to dive out of the goddamn sky in order to feel like, wow, I'm close to death. No, I'm usually close to death whenever a policeman makes more than 1 second of eye contact with me, which is every time I pass one. So I'm completely fine. DJ Envy, congratulations on your skydiving trip, but fuck your skydiving trip. I would never do that in my goddamn life. So now we're gonna move along to Put You On. As usual, if you have any suggestions to music you want to put me on, leave it in the comment box below. Send me it on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, anywhere that you can find me. Just let me know what you want me to listen to. I'm always down to listen to new music and see what's going on in these streets. So this week I'm putting you on Gold Link, Meditation featuring Kaytranada and Jasmine Sullivan. First of all, let's just give Kaytranada what Kaytranada deserves. Kaytranada has been keeping house music alive for free for years. Like, just doing it for the sake of that's just the music that he loves. He's an amazing producer. He's been combining hip-hop and house music for the longest time, flipping your favorite songs into house hits forever on his SoundCloud page. I'll link his SoundCloud page for you below. He's amazing. Which kind of makes me feel weird about how Drake has not hit up Kaytranada yet if he really wants to make house music. Like, if you want to make house music, that's your guy. But anyway, this song is off Gold Link's album At What Cost. I actually really like the album At What Cost. Like, I haven't been a fan of Gold Link's previous work, not because I didn't like it, it's because I didn't listen to it. But this is the first Gold Link project that I actually listened to, and I actually really liked it. So I'm gonna go back and listen to his older projects. My favorite songs in the album are Her Side Story, Have You Seen That Girl, Roll Call featuring Maya, which, like, he actually brought Maya back and it was lit, and Pray Every Day, Survivor's Guilt. So I'm gonna put you on Gold Link. I'm gonna link you to his album below. I'm gonna link you to this song below. Get into it. It's amazing. He did a great job. And that's it for today's Think Tank. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you later. Deuce!